Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. I'm your host, Mike Nabuurs. Over the next 40 minutes, we are going to rock your world. Isn't that what you say to a girl right before you let her down?
We are going to rock your world.
Oh, yeah.
All of us.
You know us so well.
Yeah.
It's a group thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so glad you're with us for this Friday at 4:20. We're going to have ourselves some fun, and I'll introduce the panel to begin. Way over on my right, the only guy not consuming energy drinks and rye, it's Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you, my friend?
I'm okay. I'm on the cusp of getting sick.
Oh, what does that mean?
Like it's like
you can
right,
feel it?
It's right there. Yeah.
You can feel it. You can taste it back of your throat.
Throat. I feel better today than I did last night.
Wow. It's not the one virus that everybody's all wigged out about, is it?
Heineken virus.
The Heineken virus. Oh, that's right, from Holland. Be careful of the Dutch. Hey, Manolis, what is it you're consuming? What? You know, at this point, what aren't you consuming?
Yeah, this combo can't be good.
Yeah.
Easier to list that.
I have a 5-hour energy drink.
Sure you do, because the show's 40 minutes.
And then
Be bouncing out of here.
and I got I have these special Coca-Cola cans. They some reason there's rye in them every time I drink
that is
them.
insane. So he's rocking a Ryan Coke and a 5-hour energy.
Oh, I have this machine I've never told you about. This it's a Tesla violet ray machine. You ever heard of these machines?
No.
They used to be in doctors' offices, right? Like
Okay.
you use them if you have a sore elbow or something. But anyways, you can put a steel rod in it and just like literally hold on to it, and like electricity is going through your body. I have one of these machines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like this machine's like from the 1930s, I think.
Because that's kind of what, like, if you've ever seen the commercial for Dr. Hose, right? You put the patches on and it sends small electrical stimulus through your muscles.
This is more. Yeah, I do that.
That
It's
explains
from the 30s.
You know those modern 1930s remedies.
Yeah.
It explains the curly hair. Anyway.
Yeah.
And please, if we could, welcome our special guest for this edition of Friday at 4:20, Mr. Stephen Girodat.
What's up, Mike?
How are you, Stephen?
I'm good.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
You're here from the West Coast. You came
Visiting
in,
from Vancouver, yeah.
flew in for a wedding.
Yep.
Was it lovely?
It was okay.
Did you tear up a little?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I had to MC, which I don't like doing it.
You don't like doing
No,
the MC
'cause
job at the
anytime
wedding?
I come back to visit, I always book shows throughout the whole week.
Right,
And then
right.
People don't realize that, like, that's just work for us. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
it's
I
not-
don't get
it's
to
not a
go to
fun-
the wedding and have fun. It's like I have a schedule to look at.
Yeah.
And I'm like making sure that everyone's doing things, and then they ask. They're like, he's like, can you usher people in? And I'm like, no.
No, dude, I already have enough
was like,
jobs.
He was like,
Yeah.
why? He's like, why? He's like, you're a groomsman. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm your MC. I was like, I have enough,
upgrade.
I have enough titles. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and sit down until it starts. So
You know what? It's funny because I've emceed lots of weddings. Of course, in my job, I get,
Yeah, of
same
course.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
we
This
always
is what,
get asked.
what we do. And you
Yeah.
sit there and go, okay, and they ask you, and it's nice that they asked you. There's a lot of pressure on you making sure everything goes
and
right.
there's always so many rules.
There's a ton of rules.
Nana's Christian, so you can't say
Oh,
this.
yeah. And the bride doesn't want you doing this.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yes, and you can't bring up old weird Uncle Fred because he tells inappropriate stories. And it's like, damn it, now I want to hear the inappropriate stories.
In their list of rules, it said don't bring up exes, and then I texted him and I said, your exes or mine?
You two fellas, have you had to MC some weddings?
I
'Cause
emceed my sister's wedding last year.
Okay, how did that go?
And, it was good.
Was that right?
We had one rule. Everyone who did a speech was not to mention the LRT because the mayor was there. It's a sensitive topic.
Well, that would be easy to steer clear of at a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but my dad really wanted to.
I wanted to have a
about
go.
it. I think he did. I think my dad just went for it. But
Manolis, I know you have a lovely tradition when you go to weddings, which I love, and you can share with us the card that you give people. What it says.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's great. So someone's getting married. You find a card at whatever store. And it's like you find the one that says 50-year anniversary, and you say, "I bought this card because I know in 50 years from now that you two will be looking at it and smiling."
Oh.
Yeah.
I believe in you. So
Yeah, and you can get it at the dollar store.
And then I banged the guy's wife because she's so.
that's so thoughtful. It's more
She's
thoughtful
so-
than anything.
yeah.
I was going to say that gets them laid, but not always with the right person.
Swept her off her feet.
What do you say we get into our game? Stephen Girodat, our special guest, get up there in Plinko, my friend. You know the drill. You've been on the show before. Stephen's been a guest when he's flown east for whatever reason, and we appreciate him taking some time out to drop in here before he flies back to lovely Vancouver. What do you got there? Number three. Stephen, your topic on this Friday at 4:20 to get us started. Oh, wow. It's like we planned it. Do you believe that marriage is an outdated concept? Believe in marriage, or do you believe it's an outdated concept that you're totally cool with letting slide?
I don't. I don't think it's outdated. I think if you find the right person, it's okay. But I think that a lot of people end up just marrying someone for the wrong reasons. And
Okay.
then you also see a lot of people that just stay together
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons, especially
Yeah.
old people.
Yeah.
And they're just miserable, and they're just staying together, and it's just like torture. It's
Staying
just-
together
be
for the
miserable.
kids.
Yeah, they just and it's like even when the kids move out, it's like you guys know you guys can just leave now. Like you don't, you have no obligation.
Turns into a game to see who dies first.
yeah.
That is certainly can be true.
Yeah.
So you're okay with the idea of getting married?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do it.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
Think maybe.
Oh, you'll do it.
yeah. It'll be an impulsive, bad decision.
How old are you, Stephen?
28. I just turned 28 on Wednesday.
20. Well, happy birthday.
Thank
All
you.
right. So 28 years old. Okay. So yeah, there's a chance. I mean, at some point you might meet this woman that you're completely madly in love with, and that she really wants to get married, and then you're kind of like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'll do
it'll
it.
be dangerous. Yeah.
Manolis, is marriage an outdated concept, or do you still think there's a place for it in our society?
Well, I think it's a good thing in a way,
Okay.
but I think I would like the idea of like the marriage being like with so many years. Like so, I say like you go sign up for 5 years. So if you in 5 years,
You can renew it.
It's like a
You have
gym
to-
Like a
membership.
lease.
You can renew
no,
it.
you have to like both parties. If both
Have
parties
to agree to want to sign up for another 5.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's
And
like
if
a
you
lot of other
and if you do,
transactions.
and all you do if you just don't sign the paper, it just becomes nil, and you're just divorced.
Just an
And you
amicable
don't have to
split?
get you don't have to get
Oh, you don't have to
lawyers.
go through all the paperwork. and
Right.
lawyers.
Yeah,
Right.
just boom like that, and
Wow,
then think
that's-
about it, like
Pretty cool.
like
That's
say
a pretty cool idea, Manolis.
yeah,
I've never said that before.
I'm like
yeah.
like you say after like 2 years and like you realize the sex is gone,
Right.
and you're like,
Because
listen,
that's what you're basing the success of the
Yeah, of
relationship
course.
on.
Yeah.
I have
that's
so
all.
dude. I have so many married friends, and they all have the same complaint
You know what?
that they're not getting laid enough.
And I've heard that over the years from lots of male friends.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of interesting to me because I would always want to hear the woman's side of the story. Why is it not happening? She just went, you know what? I don't feel like it anymore. Or maybe he just wasn't
Maybe
as
he's-
good at it as he
maybe-
used to
I
be.
don't want to ask you to do the dishes. I want you to want to do the dishes.
Patrick Coppolino, you're the only one really with anything at risk here because you have a significant other. How do you feel about marriage?
Well, I like the way we did it. I don't like the whole religious aspect of it.
Okay, that's cool.
I think that's weird.
Yeah.
But I think there's nothing wrong with committing. to
So
someone
are
and-
you married?
Yeah.
Okay,
But we did the marriage ceremony at the Little White Chapel. So there's actual priest that does the
Right.
the ceremony
In
with you
Vegas.
and all that stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we didn't go to City Hall and get like the
The certificate?
and all that
Okay.
stuff. So it's not binding by any
Although it is
means
because you
outside
lived
of-
together for a certain period
Yeah,
of
we're
time
like
anyway.
common
So,
law.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like both my parents did that after they got divorced. They've been with
Yeah.
the same like new person for
Bunch of
well over
years.
15 years now,
Yeah.
and they live with them and they call them
Yeah.
their wife or husband.
But
and
they're
stuff
not
like that.
married.
But I think after their divorce, they're like, we're never getting married
Right.
again.
Well, that creates a whole extra level, which is what Manolis was talking about. There's a whole level of legal sort of paperwork, and then undoing it becomes a whole big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, just
And
fix
you sit there
it.
and you go, hey, listen,
Fix
let's
the
just
system.
Yeah,
let
fix
our
it.
let our love be the bond.
But I remember when
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember when my ex was pregnant with my daughter, and how scary that time was, right?
Yes.
And then at the same time, my cousin was getting married, and then like all my family was talking about was just like how stressed they are and how big a deal this is, and I was like, now that a kid's on the way, I'm like, getting married's not a big
Yeah,
deal at all.
nothing,
What are you-
yeah.
You're choosing to do that, and you're just gonna everything's you're
Ooh,
still
where
together.
to have it? Ooh, who's going to cater?
Yeah.
Oh, so much pressure.
Yeah.
I got a baby over here.
Yeah, I got a human being that's.
All right, Manolis, get up there and drop the Plinko puck. Now that we've offended everybody who believes in the sanctity of marriage, let us continue with Friday at 4:20 on Funny 820. Stephen Girodat, our special guest in the studio. Number 4. Manolis' topic is topic number 4 on this Friday at 4:20, and your topic is, Manolis, would you buy an electric car?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would you prefer to buy an electric car? Would your next purchase, you can tell us right now live on the radio, your next purchase will be an electric car?
If I can afford it.
Okay. Monetarily speaking, yes.
If money was an issue, I would buy one
and they're going to
tomorrow.
come down in price because every car dealer, their entire focus now is on pumping out cheap electric cars. That's all they're going to be doing in the next 5 years.
I think it's a great idea.
So you like the idea of an electric car?
Hey, we gotta get off the grid, dude.
Cool?
Yeah.
Get off the grid. No, that was when you were selling marijuana.
Get on a different grid.
Patrick Coppolino, electric car, yay or nay?
Yes.
Yeah?
I like
You're
that.
good for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's involved in like how annoying it is to what the issues are, but I see
Probably
like there's all the new.
The rejuicing issue is probably the biggest one because you can't fill it up like you can a gas a gas car. You fill it up in 10 seconds, you're back on the road, right? I
Right.
mean, you're going to have range issues. You guys driving your car up to Timmins or whatever to do a comedy show, it's going to be problematic because you're going to have to plot your course according to where you can park the car for a couple hours to rejuice.
Mm-hmm. Is it a couple hours to rejuice
Well, it
those
depends.
babies?
It depends. Some of them, there's faster chargers, there's slower chargers,
Can you have
newer
like a
cars.
replacement battery?
No, that's
You can't just switch out the battery.
Well, some of them are hybrids, right? They run on battery and gas.
Yeah.
Are
so-
you switching out batteries?
yeah, just what's it take? Double A's?
yeah. It's
Let me get my ratchet set out.
Yeah.
So right now that's what we're coming to grips with. But they're getting better. The technology's getting better. The batteries that hold the juice are getting smaller and lighter and so on and so forth, right? So I think it makes a lot of sense. I was just curious if you guys had considered it or not.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Steven, you live in Vancouver, man. That's going to be all about
say they're everywhere.
all about the
That's-
juice,
yeah,
baby.
That's all they have. And like I live in downtown Vancouver, so no one owns a car because just to pay for
Right.
street parking, it's
It's
like $300 a month.
You
or
guys have
something
that
like
service with like the smart cars, right?
Yeah,
The-
so
the
we
small ones?
we have like car share programs.
Okay, yeah.
And they're all electric cars.
Nice.
So there's like Evo and like Car2Go, and you just like pay like a registration fee, and then you just pay by the kilometer. You register, like you go on your phone, and you're like, oh, are there any cars around me? And then it's like, oh, there's one around the corner. And you click a button, and it unlocks, and you hop in it. And it's,
Can't you just park? You just park it wherever
yeah, and you
where
can park
you're
it
done with
anywhere.
it,
Even meter parking, you don't have to pay for it. It's awesome. It's great.
That
Yeah,
is cool,
it's sweet.
eh?
and then someone else can just come take it.
And then someone else, 'cause someone else
Like
just comes and grabs it.
prostitution.
Yeah, with cars.
You just leave her wherever.
Leave it-
she
yeah,
is.
you park her on the corner. Yeah, drop her off in the corner and see you later. I'm off. Not my problem
just
anymore.
For the audience and
But if
for-
it's damaged, if you leave it damaged,
no.
if
You have to talk to some guy.
Yeah, you have to talk to some guy, and then you owe him money.
Oh man, that is terrible, eh? Steven, you don't own a car?
No.
So you're fully vested in this service and in transit and getting around?
We just got Uber in Vancouver because the cab companies like
Fought it hard.
run the city.
Yeah.
They're like no, and we just
So
just
now
got
what?
Uber, and all of the Ubers I've rode in are Teslas, and they're so cool.
Yeah.
they're awesome.
Well, the other thing about the electric car, right? Silent. It's like
Yeah,
super-
that's what
like
the
like
thing I
right. There's
noticed in that
there's
car.
no
You
engine
didn't hear-
noise.
and you didn't hear anything in the Tesla
Because they're
And
from the future, man.
yeah, they are. And then like the ceiling, it's not a sunroof. The whole roof of the car is just see through. So when you're
Really?
like driving through downtown, you just see all the buildings completely
That's
clear. It
pretty
was
cool.
so
That's
cool.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's so cool.
It's wicked cool.
And the screen in it
Who's
is
the guy that
bigger
made the
than your
Tesla?
monitor.
Who's the guy?
Elon
Musk.
Musk. Yeah.
And didn't he like give
The
like
SpaceX guy.
yeah? And then like the blueprints or whatever it is to
Building tunnels under LA for
but like
self-driving cars.
Hyperloop.
But he made it public. The way
Oh, the
these,
drawings. Oh, like
how
he-
to make these cars. He
other
made
people.
them public,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah.
Like no one would ever do that because then he's creating competition.
He's done some pretty cool stuff. I think he's like
he's
any
awesome.
great inventor, he's a little bit eccentric, and people have trouble dealing with that sometimes. But he's done some tremendous work. I was interested reading about Harley Davidson. Like Harley Davidson has seen the number of people buying motorcycles has continued to drop, and so now they're going full electric. Like they want electric hogs, which the cool thing is silent.
Yeah, I was going to say a silent Harley
right?
Davidson.
I mean,
You
can you
see it go
imagine
by,
just
like, wait, what?
you're going down to Port Dover for Friday the 13th?
It's silence. Yeah.
Just through the
All of a sudden,
air.
they're like, why is there 50,000 people here?
Isn't that part of
yeah.
These bikers probably like the noise though. No?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
some of them do, but I would prefer to be able to listen to some cool tunes and, and have it silent and just the wind in your hair if you had any Manolis. It would be great. So
I like the noise. I don't like the noise, but I think that it would help to other cars for them. It makes it safer
to see them.
to hear them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well,
true.
that's certainly because the same thing when you're a pedestrian, right? You don't hear an electric car coming.
That's what I was saying. He said all of a sudden there's 50,000 people. There's just like the ninja of vehicles. Just like.
If two electric cars collide, does it make a noise?
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Yeah.
It makes the noise cha-ching.
Yeah.
Patrick Coppolino, get up there and drop a Plinko puck for us. Friday at 4:20. We're grinding through the topics here with Stephen Girodat, our special guest in studio. What do you got?
8.
Number 8. Topic number 8 on Friday at 4:20 as we solve the world's problems right here for you getting into the weekend. If you were mayor of Hamilton, what is the first thing you would fix?
The LRT.
What would you like to see done for it? I don't care about money. I don't care about what government's in charge of it. City of Hamilton, what do you go? This needs to be fixed now.
I don't know what the solution is, but the homeless people.
The homeless
Something
crisis.
needs
The
to be
homeless
done.
people in downtown Hamilton, we got to
it's
fix
just
that problem.
sketchy. Like, remember,
It's rough.
like downtown where where a certain business is.
Yeah.
Like we caught. How many times did we catch like just weird people at the end of the night trying to like
Sneak
or
into
doing
Levity.
sketchy things?
Yeah.
And they're like literally on, was it Saturday?
Saturday.
We caught these two guys. They came up and then we're like, oh, we're closed, and they went down, and then all of a sudden we see them with their flashlights looking in the box office.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we had to go down, and then they were pretending, oh, let's go to Anchor Bar, and like, I'm like, am I about to fight? But you know what? To me, those are guys.
So were those guys casing the place to try to steal something, or were they trying to find a place to
they
sleep
were
for the night?
They were all sketched out. They were
they
tripping.
were
or
like,
something.
they're definitely like, I think they were
Tripping balls.
They were definitely, I think they were on meth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it
They're
felt
meth
like.
heads. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them homeless people necessarily. More just sketchy.
Well, it's street
dudes.
people who are
Street
like
people,
hooked on drugs and
hooked on
just
drugs,
that's
but
all.
like,
Yeah.
a regular homeless person is just, he's happy to just get enough money to get some booze.
Right.
He's not trying to figure out how
Yeah.
to screw someone over. He's
Yeah.
not trying to go into establishments and seeing what they can steal.
So the homeless issue, first thing Patrick's fixing. What about you, Manolis? What's the first thing you're going to fix if you're the mayor of Hamilton? I don't care about how much money it
Manolis
costs.
for
I don't care
mayor.
if there's even an answer. What's the problem you'd like to see them address?
Bowling.
Well,
Bowling?
we
Getting rid
always,
of bowling alleys.
I always, I don't like bowling.
You hate bowling?
I hate bowling.
He hates bowling so much.
I hate it so much.
Patrick's solving the homeless crisis. Manolis is getting rid of bowling alleys.
I'm not getting rid of bowling, but I do hate bowling. Bowling's, hey, you want to give me money to wear someone else's shoes?
That's the part
That's
that you
a
don't
great.
like.
Well, all of it. Oh, hey, can you use your energy to get some points that don't matter? Like people watch sports and I'm like, hey, watch all the sports you want, but like it
Yeah.
doesn't change anything.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
like,
You're right.
oh, we won. Did we?
What did we win?
Yeah.
Well, it's like drinking, or drugs. It's an escape. It's an escape.
yeah, well, those are
from
good
reality.
escapes, right?
Those are good escapes. Stephen named the two best escapes.
I wanna. What do I want to do?
you wanna fix?
I want to fix. I want to. I just okay. I want to like dedicate certain streets.
Yeah.
Because ideally, I always say I think bicycle people should just use the sidewalks, but people would complain about that too. I think there's certain parts of the city we should just shut down for cars, and they're just like one that goes one right across one way, and
Right.
another one goes
So
Like,
we have so many one-way streets. We'll just make one of them for bikes, and then the next one's for cars. The next one's for bikes. The next one's for cars.
just figure it out. Like, I mean, I think there should be like.
You don't like the sharing of the space.
I don't
What
think
if you
bicycles.
live on the street that only the bikes are on?
Well, then I guess you better get a bike.
Well, I just see. Well, hey, I didn't say this was
That's
a perfect
That's
plan.
Manolis'
We'll figure it out.
campaign slogan is just figure it out.
All I'm saying is, dude, I don't think bicycles should be on sharing the road with cars. I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's safe.
You know what?
I'm sorry that I don't want people to die. I'm sorry that I choose life. Like I'm George Michael. Like I don't care about
At this point,
your rights right now. I care about you living.
At this point, Stephen's already nailed it. We've already got your slogan for mayor.
Yeah.
We'll just figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Together.
That's
We'll
it.
figure it
Figure
out.
it
I'm the Bernie Sanders of Hamilton.
You know what?
Yeah.
I seriously.
Manolis for mayor.
Stephen, you formerly spent some time living here.
Yeah.
You're now living in Vancouver, so you have the
Yeah.
option of seeing two different cities. What is something you think about Hamilton really needs to either get, or it would be nice to fix the place up with something they have in Vancouver? You like that SkyTrain?
The SkyTrain is awesome.
Yeah?
The transit system in Vancouver is flawless.
It is.
Yeah, like here
Very
it's
cool.
it's pretty rough. It's not as bad as Brantford.
Back to Patrick's
I'm from.
LRT.
Yeah, where I'm from. But
Bradford, yeah.
Brantford's the
Non-existent.
worst. Yeah. But yeah, their transit system is fantastic.
Okay.
But
So could you see, when you're here visiting, you could see kind of like, man, I seen some cool stuff. Like if you implemented some of those transit ideas here in Hamilton, this would be a cool city.
I don't think it's big enough, and because of the mountain, like we couldn't really do a SkyTrain kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know
There
what I
should
mean?
be a train that goes from here right to the airport.
Oh, there's and also the
Both
the
airports.
GO station doesn't run a train, does it? It just runs buses, doesn't it?
There's a train early in the morning. I think the commuter train.
So it should
there's
have
like
a more.
super
It
early
should
in
have
the
a
morning,
more
there's a train. Yeah.
a more frequent
More frequent,
train
yep.
to like Union Station,
Yeah.
because like especially for like comics who do shows and stuff, like taking the bus.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like if there was a train, it makes it so much easier. So just like
Just run a ton of trains, right? Yeah.
And there's a train station right there.
Stop saying train. It's making my brain go somewhere.
That's
We
the,
lost
Like,
that's
you're
not
just going like,
that's not the
let's
train.
run a train.
That's not the train. That's
I
the
feel
ride.
like, oh, so we're gonna run a train.
It's a porn thing. Like,
yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Whose turn is that? I think it's Stephen.
Can I
I
say
think you're
one-
up to bat.
Can I say
Go
one
ahead.
thing as he's
Yeah,
going?
yeah, go ahead and plank go, Stephen.
I think pedestrians also need to don't assume the cars are not going to hit them.
Right.
I'm amazed how many people are crossing everywhere and not looking over their shoulders.
I find it
that
gets
finds
even-
me blows my mind.
I find it gets even worse in Toronto. It's like in Toronto, it's like pedestrians first, and they'll just walk
And
right out
I'm
your
not
car.
saying-
And
I'm not saying that's a bad idea for pedestrians to be first, but
it is when they're going against lights, when they're just walking
Yeah,
out in
that's
the
what
road.
I mean. How about just over over your shoulder for a second?
How about we all obey the rules of the road?
Or people texting while they're walking.
Yeah,
I think that's more dangerous than driving and texting.
Yeah.
Stephen Girodat, what was your number, my friend?
2.
Topic number 2 on Friday at 4:20 with Stephen Girodat. Color that you hate. Give me a color that you hate.
Orange.
The worst color in the orange.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I hate. But
But you have an orange shirt on underneath that.
I like
green
the.
tank.
Well, I like orange and like clothes and stuff. I like orange and turquoise. That like
Okay.
even my shoes are. I know it's kind of
Yeah,
a weird
yeah.
thing, but I had an orange room growing up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bright orange like that, but like neon.
Yeah.
And every morning the sun would come in on that side of my room and blast off the walls and just it would illuminate
light up
it
your
just,
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I hated it.
Hated it.
Hates the color orange. Manolis.
I don't know. Red's always been too busy for me for some reason.
Red's too busy.
I don't know. Yeah, red.
It's too
calling me
intense.
gay
I
on
think
the way
it's
here.
It's tense. It says too
I
like,
think
hey
it's
man,
too-
I
it's
just
a hard color.
I don't have
too
time for
busy.
you right now, man.
It's a flashy color too.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look over here.
And
I'm
then
red.
pink and purple stressed me out because when I was in grade 1 or kindergarten, I couldn't get all the colors right on the balloons for my teacher, and then you get your name on the clown. The clown hold all the colors of the balloons. And if you got it right, you'd get your name on one of the balloons or something. Well, I'd always say pink is purple and purple's pink, so I never got on the balloons.
Are you colorblind?
I just think I'm Manolis blind. Like it's just like I'm like
That's a whole other level.
yeah, like it's just like it is what like I know what pink is and I know what purple is, but
Okay.
like when you You know, if I saw a cow right now and you'd be like, "What is that?" I'd probably call it a horse. You know what I mean? My brain just like
right. That's Manolis blind.
Yeah, like it's
He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Manolis for mayor.
We'll figure it out though.
Yeah, together.
We'll figure out. You jump on the cow, you fall off. You realize this is not a horse. And then you go to the horse and you ride that out.
He's like, no more beef. Save the horses.
Patrick Coppolino, give me a color you hate.
I hate that color, the shade of green that's like between green and brown. Do you know what I mean?
Like mossy green.
Yeah, it's like like puke green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Green?
You'd never want anything that color
Yeah,
green.
it's really off-putting.
It's very, very off-putting. It looks like something you may have thrown up.
Yeah, it's like on like a lot of camo stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
That color green. I don't know what it is.
Camo's
but it
kind of a
makes
crazy
me
thing.
uncomfortable. I know. I
Just in general.
we took Esther to the Royal Botanical Gardens yesterday. And it's amazing how many people there show up with camo gear on.
At the RBG.
Yeah.
They're going
It's
there.
like,
They don't want you to see them
Incognito.
there?
No, they're putting it on like they're pretending to be like these nature.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they want to not be seen by the.
I don't know.
No, it's their
That's what I mean,
natural
we're not
colors, right?
hunting.
It's their, yeah.
But they think
They
it's
wanna
like
blend
a nature
in.
place.
I'm gonna
It's
blend
like-
in.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Do you have any camo? Manolis, do you wear any camo?
I like green. I have one camel shirt. Yeah.
Camel.
Camo?
Camo.
Camouflage.
Camouflage. Yeah.
Camouflage.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about camel or where that's going to take your mind.
There we
You ever
go.
run a train on a camel?
Yeah.
So you have one camo shirt.
Yeah.
Do you ever wear it?
No.
I was gonna say-
I have one. I just never
Wouldn't
get
be
around
able
to
to
it.
see it.
I think I keep losing it somehow.
Stephen, now that you're living in Vancouver, I wouldn't think Vancouver was very camo popular. Like, that wouldn't be something I would see in Vancouver.
You know what? Girls in Vancouver are very ahead of the curve for like fashion and stuff,
Okay.
and I think everything they wear is ridiculous. And like, so you see them wearing a lot of weird stuff. So I've seen some camo
Okay.
shoes that have like soles that are like
Oh, wow. Like
8
weirdos.
inches high.
Really,
Yeah,
really
lots
strange,
of rubber and weird, just
Okay.
weird combinations.
strange fashion statements going
Super
on.
weird, yeah.
Okay.
And then you see it in the store, and it's like $4,000 for like
And
for
you're
like a camo jacket.
They're making
Yeah.
a statement,
Ugh.
man. That's what they're doing. Manolis, get up there and drop the Plinko puck. We are dealing with Friday at 4:20 here, getting you into the weekend with our good friends Manolis, Patrick, and Stephen Girodat, our guest in studio. Number what did you flash me there?
Number 5, man.
Number 5, man. Manolis is about halfway through Orion Coke and Fire Energy. So, we expect him anytime now. He's just going to start jumping out of his skin. What were you made fun of for as a kid? What did they make fun of you for? What was the thing that pops in your mind first when I say, what did they make most fun of you for as a
What
kid?
pops out?
Yeah, what pops out of my
Yeah.
eye. I was called Igor.
Oh, because of your eye. Because
Yeah.
you had a damaged eye.
I think it's the right eye, right? Is it the right eye?
Yeah.
I forget sometimes. I
You can still kind of see
see
it.
it. You
Can
still
you see
it.
through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought about that now.
Well, that's why he's Manolis blind.
Yeah,
They made horses look like cows.
It was your brother, right? Your brother actually blinded you?
He doesn't take credit for it. He's
Sure.
like he thinks
Sure he
like,
would.
oh, you had a he always says like this. You had a thyroid problem. No, no, it's impossible. How do you get thyroid? Like, how do you get the bulging of the eye? A thyroid problem at the exact moment you hit me in the eye with a ball.
Yeah.
How's that? How's even that?
Because his thigh was on roids, man.
Yeah.
So,
So
there's
then
your thyroid
and then,
problem.
So then I realized there's some. I guess what Igor is like a cartoon, like the
Yeah,
Disney from Disney or something. I don't know.
Frankenstein's
Yeah.
assistant.
Igor.
Yeah,
Dr.
Igor.
Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dr.
Igor.
Frankenstein's
I was
assistant.
Igor. I'm
got
the
Igor
worst
all the time.
and I'm the worst person to bully because I forgot because I forgot about my eye problem within like days.
Right.
So like I would like people would go, "Hey Igor," and I'd be like.
Why are
Like
they
what?
calling
Why me Igor?
Yeah.
This guy's like, is that guy talking to you? It's like, oh yeah, my eye.
Oh,
I-
so you wouldn't remember
I
why.
would, yeah, it was my eye doesn't have a brain.
Well, that's true. It's hooked
My eye
up to
still-
a brain.
It worked. It wasn't broken.
Patrick Coppolino, what were you bullied for as a kid? What was the thing they made most fun of you for?
When I was in high school, there was one kid in particular. We used to get freezies in geography class. I don't know why she'd always bring this Freezy card in.
Okay.
And one kid would always point out, he's like, well, look at Patrick sucking on that Freezy. Call me names.
Yeah.
It made me all insecure. Like I didn't eat Freezies for the rest of
How
high
else
school.
do you eat a Freezy?
I'm like all insecure about the way I eat Freezies.
So now you chew on them.
Yeah, so now I just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right down my gullet.
Yeah.
Now you're really impressive.
Yeah.
Then,
Want to see a party trick?
yeah. But then all of high school, he started calling me Chememe breath. Chememe breath.
What the hell did that
I didn't
mean?
know what that meant.
Okay.
Until the end of high school, someone's like, because everyone started calling me Chememe. I just thought I was like, oh, Chememe.
What is it?
And then I found out in grade 12 that Chememe is Arabic or whatever language he was for penis. So he was calling me penis breath
Because of the way you ate
because of the way I ate
Freezies.
Freezies.
And you were just waving like, yeah.
That guy, you know what? That guy owned your ass a little bit, man. I mean, that was it, eh? Stephen Girodat, what were you made fun of for as a kid?
Kids were mean. So I grew up with 7 kids in my family. So
Oh, wow. Where do you fit in the...
I'm the fifth, so I was at the bottom.
Oh, you're
yeah.
just in the middle there somewhere. Wow.
So closer to the bottom.
Yeah.
So I had everything was hand-me-downs. Everything.
Okay.
Right? And if you're not wearing the coolest, newest stuff.
Man.
So I was wearing stuff from my brother who was like 15 years older than me.
So it would have been like
Really,
high fashion 15 years
yeah,
ago, right?
Really.
Wow.
But now I love it because I get all these hand-me-downs, and it's cool now.
Oh,
to
sure.
wear
Retro.
all this, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he likes all the neon colors now,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
in the 90s, he was wearing
In the
all his
80s.
brother's 80s clothes.
Exactly. That's why all my wardrobe I get from Manolis. This is a true story. I paid for a checked bag just because I know every time I come, Manolis gives me so much clothes.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
And they give you a lot.
Yeah, like
Yes.
always. Like first day I saw him, he picked me up on Tuesday, and he gave me a grocery bag full of stuff. And it's funny because I wear all of it
That's
too. Like
awesome.
it's not like I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, awesome.
Manolis,
I don't have to go shopping.
And Manolis wears cool, like he finds cool clothes.
Yeah,
to,
and
right?
we have very similar styles. So if it doesn't fit him, he'll just get it,
Right,
knowing that I'll
right.
wear it.
That's
Yeah.
very nice of you, man.
Yeah,
I
he's like my dad.
He's
Yeah.
he's the closest thing I have to a son.
Yeah.
right
Yes,
here.
excellent.
So I grew a
But
mustache.
they're
and everything.
exact. They're clothes that I wish I could fit into.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like they're like, oh, I gotta get this.
Yeah.
Girodat's gonna love this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to love this.
Because he's like, I'm like, I don't know. I guess you're 20 pounds at least. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I know it'll fit him perfect.
Yeah, always.
Right.
So I just buy them, and it's
He's
value.
he's
they're
a
$5.
little more than 20
He's
pounds
okay. He's
less
like
than you.
he's 70,
Yeah.
70 pounds. You're like, but they're like sick clothes. They're sick.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. A lot of us got. I didn't get hand-me-down clothes. I was the oldest. My problem was I was growing so fast. I outgrew them,
you're huge.
so I had floods on all the time. Right? I mean, my
Yeah.
jeans were always like my mom would buy me new jeans. They would fit for a day, and the next day I'd put them on, and they'd be floods already.
Yeah.
and it was just ridiculous. And I got kids can be merciless about clothing.
Yeah, it's so
if you're not
weird.
wearing cool, right? It's
Yeah.
anything they can find to beat you up.
Even
on.
if it looks cool, if it's not
Yeah.
the right brand,
Yeah.
they'll make fun of you.
It's
for
just
it.
now looking back, I just wish, it's like, okay, that wasn't that bad compared to being called
And it's
Hemema
fun-
breath.
yeah.
So-
But it's funny now too because floods are a thing now. That's like and everyone cuffs their
Now they're
pants,
just capris,
or
yeah.
or they just wear high and they wear nice
It's
socks.
insane.
Yeah.
Did your height get you bullied, or did that help not get bullied?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, it
yeah.
got me bullied. I got bullied hard for being so tall, yeah. Well, because I was super tall and super skinny, so people
lanky.
weren't afraid of me beating them up. Like I couldn't intimidate you because I was just all skin and bones
Yeah.
and giant limbs, and so they were like going, "His stick man." Like I got called a million things, but yeah, it was usually they would pick on clothes, and then I went to a Catholic high school where we had to
Same.
wear a uniform.
Yeah, we all had to
right.
wear the same
so
thing.
all of a sudden they go, "Oh, that makes sense. You take clothes out of the equation." Well, guess what? Kids are merciless, man. They'll find other stuff, okay?
yeah.
If they can't pick
Yeah.
on the clothes, and then you're walking home from school, and it's the kids who don't go to Catholic school who are like going, you in your uniform,
Yeah.
with your blazer and your tie, and they're like, eh. No, so you can't win.
No.
You're a kid. Your life
Kids
sucks.
are weird, man.
Yeah, kids are
Whose
brutal.
turn is it to drop a Plinko puck here on Friday at 4:20?
Is it mine? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Who
ahead,
is it?
Manolis.
Yeah,
go
go
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, yes. Patrick's halfway through his lunch here. He's busy.
I got
He likes to eat during the show. You're the only one who drinks during the show. 4?
4? Do we have 4?
We did 4.
We
did
did
4 was a good one.
How about 11? How about 11?
11. We haven't
But you're
done
on
11.
5.
Yeah,
we
you're
did 5.
on.
We
Yeah,
did
you're
5.
We did 5 already.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
do 11.
I thought it was your vision.
We're not super busy. We're not
Yeah, I thought
super-
you were Manolis vision.
Well, here we go. This is as timely as the news. And I know I want a serious answer.
Yeah, okay.
As serious as we can be on Friday at 4:20. And Stephen, I'm really interested in you because you've been traveling. So, and you're going to travel, right? You're going off to Edmonton soon.
Right.
Does coronavirus scare you? Are you afraid of what's going on with this coronavirus, the outbreaks, the people being having to quarantine themselves? Are you frightened at all by what you're seeing about coronavirus?
No, I wish,
short answer.
and I wish it was real. I wish it was like
As bad as they're making it.
I wish it was as serious as you.
It's definitely real.
No, but I wish it was like no, it's not because you know why? Because there's still traffic. There's still drive in Hamilton between like 2:30 in the afternoon till like 6:30. It's like it's you think like if you just showed up here in Hamilton trying to get around, you'd be like, what is it, Christmas tomorrow? Like, was it
Right.
Like it's crazy here.
Are you going to be more cautious though when you're traveling in a plane with other people?
No.
You're not going to wear a surgical mask.
Nope.
You're not going to wash your hands.
I invite it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I invite it.
There's just still traffic here because there hasn't been a case in
Hasn't really
Hamilton.
broke
There
out
has
here
been
yet.
As soon as there
I
is.
believe
Yeah,
4
yeah,
cases
yeah.
in
Well,
Ontario.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
And I
Yeah,
think you
Hamilton.
can get it. I don't think you die if you get it. I
No,
think
no,
you
you don't
can
necessarily
die, but
die.
you can get it and just
If you have
and
a
it goes away.
compromised immune system or you're elderly, you're far more likely to die. So
got
I guess
too
they would
much-
be.
I have too much to do for me to die.
Patrick Coppolino, does coronavirus freak you out at all?
It's starting to.
It's starting to a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of hype, right? I mean, media being what media does. We're running with the scary, salacious story.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hype around it. But the only thing is, our society, we do have to get ready for the fact that it's gonna be impacted. Hamilton will eventually have an outbreak. Hamilton will have people quarantined. We will see some businesses that have to maybe shut down for a period of time. I mean, there's going to be an impact which you have to prepare for.
If you had coronavirus, I would still hang out with you.
I know you would because you're that kind of guy, man. Although I'm still not going to kiss you. But Patrick, you're in charge of running a comedy club. Well, there'd be
That's
some
what I was
concerns,
thinking
right?
about because even when the host on Saturday, he was like, he made a comment about like, oh, like good for you, you're not afraid to come out with the coronavirus. And I realized I'm like, oh my god, how many groups of random people do I come in contact with every day now?
I know.
People are still going out though. That's what I'm saying. It's busy. It's crazy out there.
It is right now.
Until
Stephen,
it's not.
you've been traveling. You came from Vancouver. There's more in BC than there is in Ontario.
Vancouver, everyone's freaking out, and everyone's wearing those masks and stuff. But my mom's worked at McMaster for like 30 years. And I was talking to her about it, and she said the stupid thing is that all these masks that everyone's wearing, they only they're only good for 15 minutes.
I know. And
15 minutes. That's it.
Everything's getting through.
And
it doesn't matter.
And then she told me that it's not airborne, so
No.
like the masks aren't
They're not
doing
doing
anything.
I know.
And like even at her hospital, it's so bad that she had 8 masks in her unit. She just has a small unit that she runs.
Right.
And a guy came through and left her with 3.
Oh, he took 5
Because he had to
masks.
divvy them out because they're sending them all, like the people who make them, they're sending them all to China and Italy and stuff like that.
Yes.
That's why we don't even have enough for
That's
like our
crazy,
first
man.
responders and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like they said Purell, the hand sanitizer company. They've run out of Purell.
It was funny in Vancouver because everyone was sold out. Amazon was sold out. And I didn't know this, but apparently in like sex shops, they sell like those for kinks. So all the sex shops have big signs out front of them now that say "We sell masks," and you see people with like really weird ones on them. I'm like, that's a
the
sex
dog one.
Yeah, it's like that's a sex one for sure.
Oh, what a great edition of Friday at 420, guys. We're done, man. You believe it flew by that fast? That's because Stephen Girodat is that good, man.
Oh, that's fast.
Stephen,
yeah.
Stephen, how do our fans follow you on social media?
Instagram at Steve Girodat. That's probably the best way to follow me.
That's the best way?
Yeah, me and Manolis will be in Vancouver in April Yeah. End of April and May.
Gonna be doing some shows out there
together. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Excellent. And let us know next time you're coming back, and we can make sure we tell everybody to get out and see Stephen Girodat when he's performing in the area at local weddings, apparently. Manolis.
All the old episodes.
Yeah.
Tell them for me.
Friday at 420. All of our previous episodes, some 90 of them, have been uploaded to YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Just search Friday at 420. And you will find our old episodes. Download them, listen to them in your car. You'll have a laugh.
Thank
you.
you.
Promise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Patrick Coppolino, LevityComedyClub.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on there, buddy?
Lots of great shows. We got John Doerr coming Easter weekend.
John Doerr, Easter weekend. He's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Super funny guy, man. And he will get a room. He really works a room.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, we've got coming up in May is going to be awesome. We've got Gavin Stevens, Chris Gordon, Ryan Belleville from Working Moms.
Nice.
Chris Gordon is
Chris,
so funny.
Chris Gordon played last year, and
Just
I've
dope.
never seen a comic get so many laughs. 30 seconds in, he gets a laugh, and it doesn't stop.
When I
until he's
first
done.
moved out west a few years ago, I saw him for the first time. I was doing the Kelowna Comedy Festival, and he's just so funny. He even does prop comedy sometimes. Not really, but like he involves his T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anyone pull off like a prop comic thing. I was in tears laughing.
awesome.
And he has the best merch ever.
Yeah, he's got dolls of himself.
He has knitted dolls of himself.
Well, we look forward to all those shows coming to Levity Comedy Club. You can check them out online, levitycomedyclub.com. You can buy tickets for future shows ahead of time. You can also find out what's happening other than the comedy shows, but they've always got some stuff happening at Levity Comedy Club. Thank you to our guest, Stephen Girodat. Thank you to you for hanging out with us for 40 minutes and enjoying a little Friday at 420. Now get out there and enjoy your weekend until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days. Have an awesome weekend!